15 massive Coronation Street spoilers for subsequent week. What's subsequent at the cobbles? Next week on Coronation Street, Gary's darkish facet returns as he wades in to protect Theo. Elsewhere, Carla plans a romantic thought, and love cheats Abby, and Carl might also additionally have taken a hazard too far. Here's our manual to 15 huge moments coming up. You also can take a look at our series of 24 spoiler photos from those episodes. 1. Theo is going at the attack. Theo cannot trust what he is seeing whilst he unearths out that his own circle of relatives are actually pictured on a leaflet promoting conventional own circle of relatives values at No's church. Unable to include his rage, Theo trashes the builder's yard. Gary is bowled over to locate the vicinity and estate, with an inconsolable Theo nearby. 2. Gary plans to educate Noah a lesson. Theo begs him now no longer to, stating that any aggro may want to jeopardize his custody chances. Despite this, Gary refuses to backtrack and Maria is baffled whilst she sees on her tracker that her husband is traveling the network center. Maria unearths Gary with hammer in hand. However, is she short sufficient to forestall him from crossing the line? 3. Audie gets a nasty shock. Amy reassures Audie following his confessions over Lauren's accidental spiking, pointing out that he didn't mean to hurt anyone. When Audie admits that he wishes Amy could be more than just a friend, she reveals that she feels the same way and they sleep together. Later, policewoman Jess approaches Audie and announces that she's bringing him in for questioning. 4. Audie reasons hassle for Brody. Bernie hopes that Dev will provide Brody a activity on the Nook shop. Audie isn't happy whilst he unearths out, so he intentionally drops Brody in it with the aid of using, revealing that he became the only who delivered capsules to the ill-fated summertime season party. 5. Bernie heads off without Dev. Bernie indicates to Dev that they had to delay their honeymoon after a lot drama. She's eager for him to construct bridges with Audie following latest tensions. Dev consents with Bernie's manner of thinking, however encourages her to head by myself as she merits the break. As Bernie heads off, can Dev address his diverse issues at home? 6. Carla reveals her proposal plan. Carla and Lisa have fun by attending a life drawing class together. Although they're soon distracted by another Betsy drama when the teen reveals that she accidentally printed the wrong logo on some tops at the factory. Later, Carla confides in Ryan about how she's planning to propose to Lisa. Ryan is delighted for the happy couple. 7. Lisa begins off evolved to get suspicious. Carla anxiously assessments the submit for any signal of the engagement ring that she's ordered. She confides in Ryan. However, Lisa is burdened over why they are whispering together. Meanwhile, Lisa tells Carla that she's making plans to have a hoop made for Betsy's 18th birthday, in order to include Becky's fingerprints. 8. Carla prepares to advise. The engagement ring in the end arrives at number 6 and Carla comes to a decision that she'll pop the query at the Rovers. Carla ropes Glenda into her plan, asking her to slide the hoop into Lisa's glass as soon as she arrives on the pub. Will the concept pay off? 9. Abby takes any other huge hazard. Abby feigns infection to keep away from Kevin and heads out for a force with Carl. However, whilst Tyrone spots Carl in his automobile on the precinct, Abby is alarmed and jumps right all the way down to hide. Full of bravado, Carl receives out of the car and attempts to show that not anything is amiss. But did Tyrone see Abby as much as no good? 10. Abby and Carl's secrets beneath threat. Tyrone is teased over a photo that Hope secretly took. Displaying his bum crack, he urges her to delete the photo. Abby and Carl take a surprising hobby with inside the photo. Abby urges Carl to retrieve Hope's Telecel smartphone and address the photo earlier than she appears at it once more. Does the photo in some way divulge their affair? 11. Steve moves out. Steve reveals that his solicitor has received a copy of the Preston's Petals valuation, which Tracy had sneakily concealed from him, and he now wants what's rightfully his. The cabbie also announces plans to move out of number 1, seeking an escape from Tracy and all the arguing. Steve is pleased when Tyrone lets him move in with Cassie. But Fizz isn't so supportive over their new houseguest. 12. Doran is going missing. Steve guarantees to preserve a watch on Tyrone's son Doran, however falls asleep in the front of the TV. Once Steve wakes up, he is horrified to understand that he cannot locate Doran. A demanding concept grows, suggesting that Doran might also additionally have hidden in a refrigerator that has now been taken away. 13. George's date is going wrong. George meets up with a female referred to as Samantha at the Rovers, as he is seeking out love once more following Eileen's departure. The Undertaker unearths himself overshadowed whilst Samantha recognizes Glenda from No. 1 College and that they excitedly capture up. 14. Dee Cuts returned her paintings commitments. Dee comes to a decision that she desires to spend extra time with Layla, now that she's co-parenting her daughter with James. She informs Adam that she desires to move part-time on the solicitor's workplace and encourages him to rent Aaliyah to take in the slack. 15. Ronnie makes plans for the wedding ceremony. Ronnie tells Glenda that there may be a dementia choir primarily based totally on the network center. He prepares to book the singers for his upcoming wedding ceremony to Debbie. Next week guarantees severe emotions, high-stakes secrets, and lots of drama that simplest Coronation Street can deliver. As vintage wounds reopen and new relationships are tested, will love and loyalty continue to exist the week? Or are the cracks approximately to end up chasms? Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.